What is up, dog gang? Welcome back to my channel. I don't know why I did that before, but hi everybody. So I figured I'd do like a Maid of Honor experience video just because I always see horror stories and I never see like a good experience video. So yeah, here we go. If you guys do not know, my best friend that I have been best friends with since I was 12 years old recently got married on July 27th. So of course I was the maid of honor because like why not? But no. Like we've been friends for 12 years and I'm not saying that like the other girls couldn't have, but well, the one girl is his daughter, like his adopted daughter, because I guess like I don't know if like he was with her mom or whatever, like I don't know background on that. Because this girl is like our age. He's 37. So this girl is like, I want to say like maybe 22. So she's our age. And my best friend's 24. So she's our age. So when I met him, and you know me, like I'm gonna keep it 100 regardless. She had been with them for a whopping 4 days. And like, she was like, come over, let's hang out, blah, blah, you can spend the night. And he's like, and like, she was like, plus I want you to meet my new boyfriend. And like, he like said hey over the phone and blah, blah, blah. And so I get there, right? And this is my best friend, so I am playing no games about this. I am protective because I love her to death. I do. I love her endlessly, but you know that friend that if a dude even looks at them, they're like, I love you, blah, blah, blah. We're going to be together forever. She's that friend. So I was like, oh Lord, like if this guy hurts my best friend in any way, shape, or form, like it's going down. I'm gonna cut somebody. She already knows, like, no. Like, this, no. So, I'm like, oh, Lord. Like, I pull my little ponytail tight, put my game face on, like, shake his hand, and I'm like, what's up, bro? Cydney, best friend, 12 years, like, don't you hurt her, because I will come to Castleberry with a baseball bat, okay? Like, no. And then I guess he had just randomly moved in because this is how, okay, so this is the story about how they met. Well, she went through some shit with her license. Her license, got suspended, so she was riding the bus, and his adopted daughter saw her on the bus, and they kind of like connected and stuff, and she was like, hey, can I stay with you for a while? And Aaron was like, yeah. And then she was like, can my dad come by and visit? And she was like, Aaron goes, yeah. I just have to meet him because it's my house. Like, yeah. So right there, like literally next to the apartment, there's like Sonic, like the drive-in, and then there's like a shopping center, and you can literally just like walk to that Sonic. What we used to do all the time when she lived in those apartments is there's like it's a white picket fence kind of, and there's a hole in the fence. So we would go through the hole in the fence and it would be right on that shopping center. So we would either go to that shopping center or go to the gas station, because it was right there too, or go to Sonic. So, I guess I was not there, so I don't know exactly what happened, but they were all just sitting at Sonic hanging out, and they hit it off. So, 4 days later, when I get there, like, we're, like, all just hanging out because, y'all, we had tried to go swimming because that apartment complex is massive. They have 2 pools, and we had tried to go swimming, and my body was, like, I was hyperventilating because you think in Florida that in March it would be hot enough to go swimming. Wrong freaking answer. It was not. It was like 70 degrees. And usually for me to be able to go swimming in a pool that does not have a heater, it has to be straight 90 for a week. And my body just couldn't take it. Like, I was shaking so bad. Like, everybody's wrapping me up with blankets. Like, I'm shaking. I get back to her house, take a hot shower, and put, like, long sleeves and long pants on because my body was just like, ugh. And, like, I forget sometimes that with my disability, like, my body handles things differently. And, like, I have no sense of, like, heat, but if things get too cold, like, that can be bad. So I was just like, I'm done. We're not going anywhere tonight. Like, I'm done. So, like, they were making dinner, and, like, y'all know me, or if you don't, or if I've never said this, my mom says I have sonar. I have supersonic hearing. I can hear everything. So, like, I'm sitting on the couch, and they're in the kitchen, and mind you, they've been together a whole 4 days. So, she's like, oh, he's like, I love you, and she's like, I love you too. And if you know me, I can sit there, keep my mouth shut, but my face will be going sideways, and I will not know. And I'm just like, Lord, Jesus, take the wheel. Oh my God. Like, what? And then, so, yeah, I was a little worried at first, but then, like, you just, like, started being around him more and stuff, and I mean, he really loves her. They've been together for a year now, so, and they got married a couple months shy of a year, and, I mean, you can tell he really, really loves her. Even, you guys, when we were practicing in rehearsal, he started crying and tearing up, and I was just like, oh no, I know everybody's gonna be a mess tomorrow, because I started crying, her mom started crying, I was like, oh no. So, fast forward, she's like, I'm getting married, I want you to be maid of honor. I was like, holy shit, are you sure? Like, she's like, yeah, you're my only best friend. And then the other girl, Christina, she met her because she used to have a job a few months ago at a call center, and I guess they, like, hit it off, and I loved her. She was really cool. So, she's like, yeah, I want you to be a maid of honor. We've been best friends for 100 years. So, and I was like, hell yeah, like, why not? So, that's an excuse to look cute. So, I had originally gone with her, to look at dresses. I actually picked out her first dress, but she gained weight and didn't fit in that dress anymore. So she went with, like, the same similar style dress. Cydney cannot speak English. You'll see it on my Instagram if you look. It's in the description box. it's like, it was like a mermaid, and like, with her Spanx and everything, looking all snatched in. Ooh, I was like, ooh, girl. But, so, I went with her with the first dress to help her pick it out. I went to the fittings and stuff, but yeah, she gained too much weight. I had to get another dress. And then she picked out the bridesmaid dresses on her own. They were like that bright electric blue. If you've been with me for a while, it's like that blue, that blue lipstick I always wear all the time. I don't have it right now because the last one I had broke and I haven't ordered any. So, yeah. But, yeah, so she did that, and then, because they go to that church, the church was like, it's free. I don't know what they got charged for, but, they go to church there every Sunday, so the church was like, okay, I guess you just have to go to, like marriage counseling just to be sure. And then there's a place around here called Steve's that did the food, and you guys, I know their food cost has to be out the window, because honestly their food cost has to be out the chain, because Rose, the other bridesmaid, had got like spaghetti meatballs. The meatballs were like this freaking big, not even joking. But those meatballs were probably like a whole pack of hamburger by itself, and it was 2. And then everybody else had huge ass burgers. The best man was next to her. He had this club sandwich burger thing that was huge. I think I had buffalo chicken sandwich. That was good. They served breakfast all day, but I wasn't in the mood for it. Aaron loves the biscuits and gravy. So that's who catered the food the next day. And it was good. They had a hash brown casserole, which was banging. It basically tasted to me like macaroni and cheese that didn't have noodles in it. It's good. And then there was meatloaf, chicken cordon bleu, and beef tips. That restaurant is like a diner kind of deal. And then there was like food and fruit and vegetables and stuff, and just like the usual stuff. And the band was really good. They were black, which I was like, nothing against her, but like all she listens to is country music. So I was like, oh no, this is gonna be like country music all day long. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do, because I love to dance. If I hear music, I go. It doesn't matter where it is. It's like, ooh, I hear sounds. I see people dancing. I gotta go. So, yeah. And they were really good too. I think the girl was saying that, the girl that was singing was saying that she sings at the Hard Rock out here, because we just got a Hard Rock hotel about a year ago. So, yeah, leading up to the wedding, she actually was not bridezilla too bad, because she was baby showerzilla, okay? Like, she was like 8 months pregnant, climbing up on tables at where we were having the baby shower, trying to put the streamers up and telling us where to put it, and putting everything a certain way, and I was just about to kill her. Her mom left to go get the cake for the baby shower for 2 seconds, came back, and she was like, did y'all fight and argue the whole time I was gone? I was like, yup. But honestly, like, her wedding, I expected her to be stressed the fuck out, but she wasn't. She wasn't actually too bad, but like the whole thing, she was freaked out about my bridesmaid dress getting dirty, so she was like, I want to keep it at my house, and I was like, fine, I'm not going to fight with you, because I know you're in wedding mode, and I don't want to get bitched at, so you take it, Merry Christmas, there you go. So it stayed at her house until July 27th, and then, so we get to wedding week, and I had been with her all week, because we had been, like, doing stuff. So Wednesday, we were gonna have the bachelorette party, and I've already told this story in previous videos, so you can go back and watch those, but about the bachelorette party. But we were sitting there, and we were waiting on the lady to figure out what Erin wanted to do with her hair and do our nails, because she used to be a nail tech, but honestly, I don't even know, but yeah. So she used to be a nail tech, and she was dyeing Erin's hair because Erin's hair used to be red, and she was going blonde. So the lady, well, Erin had already dyed it once and kind of messed it up, so the lady dyed it again, and then she was supposed to come dye it Friday. Yeah, I think she did on Friday. I'm not sure, but yeah, I think she did on Friday. And then she did all of our nails on Wednesday. And dude, like, my cuticles are still growing back. She put dehydrator. She did, these are, like, this is gel polish, but she didn't have, like, the blue light to cure it. And it just, like, peeled off and stuff within a couple of days. I don't even use nail polish, remember? I just, like, wear it till it falls off. I don't even care, but yeah. So she used gel polish. She ripped my cuticles out. Everybody else bit their nails, so it took her 10 seconds to do theirs, and she was like, ugh, about doing mine, because my nails are pretty long. Like, I broke myself out of the habit of biting them a long time ago, so I literally just, like, let them do their thing. And she cleans my nails, clips my nails, soaks them, everything, and then, so that's done. And then, get this, Erin had, like, acrylic nails, and she put those on with not nail glue, not wig glue, not eyelash glue, super glue, freaking super glue. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Because I get to her house the day of her wedding at, like, 8 o'clock in the morning, because we were supposed to be at the church at 10. I think her wedding started at 11. So I get to her house to, like, all get ready because she has my dress, and she's like, so she glued my nails on with super glue. I don't know how the hell I'm gonna get that off, because she works at Burger King, and you know, if you work any type of food job, they want you to have your nails, like, cut or a certain length or whatever. So I'm like, you're gonna have to go to the emergency room, and they're probably gonna, like, chop your fingers off or something. Like, I don't know what you're gonna do. And then, thank God for Christina, because Christina Googled, and she's like, acetone, and I'm like, okay, good, because I was worried. But, I just had brain fire. Okay, so, like, and then her brother had came down too from, I think they're living in Tennessee now. And then, oh, this is another thing. That lady that did our nails and stuff, didn't show up Saturday morning. I can't remember what she said her issue was. I think it was that she didn't have a phone charger. Like, bruh, I have an iPhone. I let you use my charger when you were there Wednesday night. Like, you could have put your phone on battery saver mode and waited and then charged it at her house. Because I, like, don't go anywhere without my charger. So I was like, okay, ain't nobody got time for that. So Aaron went into lifesaver mode and French braided all of our hair, even mine, and even Rose's, because Rose has her hair, like, buzzed on both sides and in the back. So, yeah, Aaron pulled it together real quick. And then her brother's girlfriend found, like, the curling wand and curled her hair real quick. It actually looks super cute, though. So I'm like, oh, that worked out good then. And then we got to the church before her at 10 o'clock. So we were just kind of sitting there hanging out for a while. Thank God they have a coffee machine at the church, because I think they have a Keurig machine at the church, because I think I got up at like 7 or 8 that morning. I mean, I don't sleep anyway. Like, I wake up every 2 to 3 hours, so I was like, oh, thank God. And then throughout the reception, I drank like 3 Mountain Dews, so like I was good. And then, you guys, so we practiced like the rehearsal and everything the day before. And then another thing was the dog. Quinn and Aaron have like a little Yorkie, and that is like their baby. So of course they want her to be in the wedding. And before we walked in to do rehearsal, Quinn's like, I took her outside, she wouldn't go. So he gave her to Ryan, and Ryan had her, and Ryan was like, I think she had to go. She was getting all antsy, like she had to go. And I'm like, okay, somebody needs to walk the dog, because if we get kicked out of the church on wedding day, like, no, you're about to see Bridezilla for real. And then with her brother, I'm like, dude, can you tell the boys to walk the dog, because I don't know if they're going to remember. And he was like, why do I need to tell the boys? And I was like, tell the boys to walk the dog. Like, we're not going to see them. Because, like, honestly, I've been around her brother for 100 years. Like, I've been around her. So, he's basically like my brother at this point. So, we get to the church. We hide her way in I guess it would be the nursery. It was like the quiet room. Like, if your kid is like screaming and flipping out, like if you have a baby and you're like, you can't calm your kid down and your kid is like screaming and flipping out in the middle of church on Sunday, it was that room. It was like, the lights were low. It had one of those windows where you could see out, but people could see you. So we were just hiding in there, people watching, and until it was time to go. And then one girl came in and prayed for her, which was really sweet, and I think the pastor prayed for her. And then the boys, well, Brian went and got blindfolds, and he blindfolded him, and then we blindfolded her, and he brought Quentin and let her give him a kiss and stuff, and like hug him, and like before they went. And of course I was bawling my eyes out because I'm a baby. And of course, the photographer was in there doing all the pictures, so it's game time, right? And me totally forgetting that I was supposed to have his ring when I walked down the aisle. I know, like, Cydney, seriously, you have one job. What is your issue? So we get to the part where they exchange rings, and Steve pulls out her ring and looks at me, and I'm like, fuck. And I'm looking at her mom, and her mom, like, because her brother was right there, and her mom was telling her brother, like, it's on the front seat in the car. And when the pastor wasn't looking, I was like, go, like, just haul ass, please, just go. And he runs to the car, runs back, he doesn't have it. And I'm like, oh my God, no. And so they do, like, she put on her ring, and then she, like, pretended it was there. Honestly, after the fact, her dad told me her dad was about to take off his ring and give it to Quentin because he felt so bad. But I mean, after the wedding, like, after the ceremony, like, we all took pictures, and I signed, like, the little witness paper. I feel so special. But after the wedding, like, literally, we thought that his ring could have gotten mixed up with the groomsmen's gifts, because they all got, like, headphones and bags for gifts, and everybody's going through the boys' bags. It's not in there. Her mom keeps saying it's on the front seat in her car. It's not there. We had, like, 4 people go look. Steve went out there. Aaron went out there, wedding dress and everything. It was not out there. And we forgot her veil, too, because she told me to hold it. And I took it in there with me and to put my dress on, and I gave it to Christina because you guys know my short shit. And Christina hung it on the door. And so her mom was like, I went and looked for it. I couldn't find it, when she went back to the house, I guess, to find his ring, or I think I don't even know, we were a mess. And I was like, it was on the door in Patrick's room, and she was like, oh, I didn't look there. I'm like, well, you didn't ask me. Like, really? But eventually we found it. They left it at her mom's house, so thank God he has a ring. Like, we're good. And then, yeah, other than that, everything went really good. No major breakdowns. Like, we're all still friends. And I don't know, I just think stuff like that is super cool, because, like, all 4 of us are going to be, like, connected for life because of that. And I have 2 new friends because of that. And I don't know, I just think stuff like that is, like, it bonds you forever, like bonding. So, yeah, I love you guys oh so very much. I know this is a very, very long video. If you got through this, you are a trooper and a half. I love you guys oh so very much. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next week. Stay true and stay weird. Bye. Why did I do